In the last series of Top Gear, you might remember we showed you this picture. It's a vauxhall concept car. Now, Vauxhall said that the new ordinary three-door Astra that they were going to be building was going to look exactly like that. He said if it did, he would eat his own hair. Okay? Well, the good news is that we can settle this once and for all today because we have one of those ordinary three-door Astras in the studio today under here. So, let me explain. If this looks like that, then Clarkson is going to be ingesting his own barnet. Yes, get on with it. Oh, I'm getting on with it, mate. Don't you worry. Ready? Here we go. Your opinion, please, ladies and gentlemen. Does that look like that? Come on. Yes, it does. It looks exactly like. See, what I meant to say was I'd eat her hair. The jumped hair. What you actually said was you'd eat your hair, which is exactly what you're going to do. So you might like to have a hairdo, hairdressing suit. Please make it a James bought this in the last series, you know? I never thought it would come in so handy so quickly. And this is Michelle over here. Michelle, you that Michelle is going to do the hair cutting. Obviously, we're going to need somebody to actually prepare the hair. And, well, let's see. Well, who could be better? Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Royal Thompson. What sort of dish have you got in mind? Well, I don't think any more than an omelette, to be quite good. An omelette? A hair omelette. An omelette? I could probably have wrestled an omelette myself. It's sophisticated omelette. Right. Okay, well, we've got places to do that, and we'll get back to that later in the show. For now, though, we have some alarming news from the colonies. You see, we exported a bunch of convicts to Australia and the God Squad to America, and here we are, 200 years down the line, they've got it into their heads that they can make cars. Plainly, James and I had to go and sample their efforts. This rather handsome-looking brute is the Vauxhall Monaro VXR, but don't be fooled, it's actually a Holden, which makes it Australian. That means it's big. It's got 2 big doors, 4 big seats, and a big boot. And even the gearbox feels like it came off some really big piece of earth-moving equipment. Engine is big too, very big. It's the same 5.7 litre V8 that you get in a Chevrolet Corvette. It develops a big 380 horsepower, all of which comes at you in big, lazy yawns. For example, here I am doing 60 miles an hour in Top Gear, and the engine is turning over at 1500 RPM. 1500. It's idling. You fat Aussie slacker. It corners too, and that's odd because it's not what you'd call sophisticated. Some modern European cars have up to 11 programmable to drive and choose from, but this has a gear stick and a clutch. However, the good thing about all this barn door simpleton engineering is that it keeps the price down. Even though this is a head-turning V8 coupe with a top speed of 170 miles an hour, it only costs £35,000, way less than its European rivals. Put simply, it's impossible to go faster for less. The great thing is you get loads of equipment. Now, the interior quality is not brilliant. To be honest, it's rubbish, but it's all here. There's climate control, there's cruise control, electric seats, and there's a really interesting traction control system with 2 settings. There's on, and there's off. So, that's what Australia has sent us. A big friendly ocker from the outback. America's contribution, on the other hand, has something of the night about it. It's the Chrysler 300C, and it appears to have been styled by Al Capone. It's the sort of thing the Sopranos would use as a company car. It just exudes menace. So, is it a gun platform for drive-by shootings, or is it a real car? Well, they've used an old Mercedes E-Class as a base and then added the enormous body, which is longer than a Range Rover and wider than a Toyota Land Cruiser. Because it's so big, the interior is almost a joke. Even I feel lost and small in here. And the back, it's big enough for 6 bodyguards, at least. To know this vast bulk, it has a 3.7 litre V8, the same size as the engine of the Monaro, but whereas the Aussie version is brash and harsh, this is smaller and simple. And really clever. You see, if you're just pottering about town collecting protection money from people who own bullet holes, say, then it just runs on 4 cylinders. And then if the police come up behind you, put your foot down, or 8 fire up, and you're off. The advantage is good fuel economy when you're not in a hurry, and tyre shredding power when you are. It's actually a heli, so when all 8 cylinders are working, you get 340 brake horsepower. Not as much as the Monaro, but it's enough to get you from 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. And they're all to a top speed of 155. That's impressive stuff, but not as impressive as the price. You see, if you were to buy a similarly sized, similarly fast Mercedes or BMW, it'd cost around £65,000. But this, when it comes to Britain next year with right-hand drive, won't even cost half that. Yep, Chrysler is saying that this incredible car will cost just £29,000. That is amazing value. There's nothing for that kind of money that offers this much space and this much luxury. And there's certainly nothing that's this imposing. The electric seats are particularly amusing because you can ride along like this low down so you can't be shot. Or you can lift them up to such an extent that even a micro like Hammond can lord it over other motorists. Look at me. Look how impressive I am. On first impressions then, these extremely well-priced rear-drive V8 muscle cars look pretty formidable. So if the British are going to repel this colonial invasion, we're going to need something pretty special. This is Britain's answer to the invasion of the colonial. It's a Jaguar F-Type R, and yes, its 4.2 litre V8 may seem small compared to the monsters in the opposition, but it packs more punch. 400 brake horsepower to be precise. Not even the Ocker Vauxhall can match that. But with the Jag, it's not just the grunt, it's the delivery. Power is available constantly, balanced, poised, this is a quality product. It's beautifully put together. Some of the other two look rather like flat-pack wardrobes. Next to this, craftsman built. Sorry, God. Which is a good job, because at 50 grand, this is by far the most expensive of the trio. Welcome then to Muscle Beach, our version of Venice Beach in Los Angeles, only, no. Anyway, we must now decide which one of these steroid specials is best. It's worth staying up for that, so if you're 80, your parents are saying you've got to go to bed now, tell them you've got my permission to stay up. Okay? I have here, Jeremy's hair. It's suspiciously Vauxhall Monaro, the Chrysler 300C, and of course the supercharged Jaguar S-Type. And we thought that on face value they were all pretty good. But obviously we had to find a winner. And this meant going to our favourite beach in Wales and then driving up and down it very fast. So, here we go. Which one will be the victor? Will it be the big, simple Crocodile Dundee? Will it be the part German, part American Arnold Schwarzenegger? Or will it be Raffles, the gentleman thief? The first test is a simple drag race. A good engine will give it thrust. A good chassis will keep it straight and true on these shifting, slippery sands. But there is not what you call a lightning start. James has a real mess. Come on, Freya. The Jag is seriously flying. Oh, they are just in my dust. It's mine. The British have fought them on the beaches and won. Now the vauxhall shouldn't have lost that. So maybe the problem is the mountain of torque. Maybe when you put your foot down it just digs a big hole in the sand like it's trying to burrow its way back to Australia. To find out, we've decided to do a simple Top Gear torque test. We're going to see how big a hole this thing actually digs when it sets off. Okay, James? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! It's a pretty big hole. Okay, thanks! Yeah, 5 seconds. What do you think? That's a lot of torque. Actually, it's managed to move a whole beach from there onto to me. Next, it's the handling challenge on Top Gear's low-budget circuit. And first to go is the Jaguar. There you go. Absolute joy. Thank you very much. Gentlemen, this car, let's go closer. A sterling effort there, and now it's the Monaro's chance to make up for that third in the drag race. Oh, yes! Well, that's what I'd say. It works, it really does work. Strangely enough, the Monaro did beat the Jag, but now it's the turn of the Chrysler. And oh dear. The American section wheel on the road is going to turn the traction control off. It's supposed to be a big, fast, dangerous muscle car. Almost really might break yourself. I hope this will be my health and safety, this one. So, that's one victory each for the Brit and the Aussie, and no points at all for the American. There's a very good reason for that. This car has some serious problems. The brakes are lousy, there isn't enough torque, it doesn't sound right, the steering's completely lacking in feel, and then, oh my god, there's the ride and handling. The suspension is so soft that when you run over a bump, it can't react quickly enough, so you get this huge jolt. And then the whole car starts to pitch and wallow. And of course, because the suspension is so soft, it leans over in the corners onto its door handles. I keep looking out there thinking, maybe it would be more at home in the sea, maybe it's a boat. It certainly handles like one. To see what the others thought, we all swapped cars, and immediately the Jag and the Vauxhall got the thumbs up. Oh yes. Now this feels much more like it. It's amazing how the British have managed to get 400 horsepower from this tiny little engine, while the others have only managed to get 330, 370 from a huge great club. But the American was taking yet more unfriendly fire. Stop interfering. Because hey, they save money on materials, air and graphics too. They also save money on the brakes. Not only where I want to save money, it's an area where I want to spend money. We all agreed the Chrysler was a huge letdown. But can that stupidly low price and those looks make up for the massive dynamic shortfalls? With the tide coming in, we went for a chat in the low-budget Top Gear Winnebago. So, the Chrysler then. What do you think? I think it looks fantastic. It looks great. Anytime I saw it on the beach. But anyway, and if it is £29,000 as they say it's going to, that's an astonishing price. However, it doesn't go like it looks. That's the biggest for developing it, and I think it's going to be sort of whooshy and svelte. But the engine isn't whooshy enough low down, and the ride's just too wobbly, and that completely splits the end of it, as far as I can see. Even before you get to the Mach 2, the sooner or later. So we think they were that close to making a great car. It wouldn't have taken and blew it. That's a shame. Which of course loses with the other two, the Jaguar, which I do like. Oh, well, apart from its that mouth thing. I have found an angle from which that car looks good. Underneath. No. Bang side on. Yes, if you have it side on, it looks okay. But if you I've ruined the look of my car. It's about the everyday experience. Every time you're inside that Jag, two advantages. One, you haven't got a look at the front of it. And number two, it does feel special. I know really business on a really fast car. However, this is all surface. I have fallen totally in love today. Well, what was all this? I got in it, and within 300 yards, I just saw Australia had a picture of me on their desk, and they went, oh, let's build that like a car. And they had a picture of me, and they said, it's so good, even this like it. When you press it on, as you sort of change, you short shift up, and you press it on, you get that deep down burble that sort of goes at the back of your spine, and you sort of think, ooh, I really like the looks of it too. Oh, no, I can't believe so. I'm going to be left. Our verdict, the verdict is going to be. The Top Gear verdict is a remarkable one. By a margin of 2 to 1, we went for this astonishing Vauxhall. This is just fabulous, it really is. Whoever would have thought that an Australian car with a huge American engine could work this well? There's a brutality to it, and yet it responds just the smallest touch. Theirs, though, is it's comfortable, it's spacious, it's well priced, and it does what a muscle car should. It puts a huge smile on your face. The Vauxhall, yeah. Well, do you know what it puts me in mind of? Seriously, is a 1990s Aston Martin Vantage. There's that same sense of kind of infinite power, and the same sense of hugeness. That's what, you only pay £100,000 for a 1990s Vantage. That's 33. Yeah, it's a fabulous car. I mean, it won me over. That's what I drove it back. Yeah, you know, and I do agree. It is quite magic. I have to say, I think it's one of the kind of top 5 cars. If anyone who buys a car now for around £30,000 and doesn't buy one of those is either mad or boring. Yeah, I'm completely in love with it. Vauxhall really having quite a good show this week on Top Gear, because we all love that. And well, if you just joined us, this isn't going to make much sense, but then that's your fault, well. But basically, Vauxhall are responsible for Jeremy having to eat his own. Jeremy had to bring on, we had Chef Anthony while talking here preparing the dish with Jeremy's hair, and